Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys? What's going on this good Tuesday evening? Okay, you are listening to Simply Complicated Chats. I'm your host, Tanisha Marie. And tonight we got a topic. Okay, don't we always? We always got a topic. So y'all know it ain't nothing new. But I do have a guest tonight. And y'all know I'm all for women, okay? I love me some women, and we be popping our shit. And it's Black History Month, and it's Love Month. So this month is all about that, okay? It's all about it. And tonight I have with me my lovely friend, Miss Rashana Thomas. Hello, my love.
I
You can't
can't
hear me?
hear.
You can't hear me? I can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Oh,
I
this.
heard nothing you said.
Oh, wow. Uh, okay, let's see what we can do. That's crazy. I can
Mm.
hear you now. You can't hear me.
Can you hear me, Rashana?
I'll leave and come back again if
Yeah,
that's okay. If not, I don't
yeah.
know
Okay.
y'all. I can't hear
Yep.
nobody
All right. So my guest will be back. But y'all know we ain't gonna slow down the process because the devil be busy. And we don't even play like that. Okay? We don't. So tonight's topic, y'all ready? Tonight's topic is about intimacy versus sex. Because I'm seeing so much on social media, like one thing I'm realizing is people really do not know the difference. Okay, and I hate that for them because I am an empty. Uh
now.
oh.
Okay, I'm back.
You can hear me?
Yes, can you hear
Okay.
me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. So we good to go. You guys, this is my guest, Miss Rashana, and we are gonna have an amazing show tonight. Tonight we're discussing intimacy versus sex. Um, and just really getting to I guess what we as women feel like that is because I know we have a different definition versus what men think. I know the men probably just like, oh, it's all the same. No, it's not. No, it's not. Intimacy is a different thing. Sex is a different thing. You know, it's all a part of the same big category, but two different total, lanes. So, my love, you got to look over our outline
Kind of, sorta.
briefly.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
been
it's all
busy.
right. I'm actually going to let you introduce yourself a little bit more, tell the people about you. At the end, we'll give them like everything as far as business and everything goes, but just give them a little background on yourself.
Okay. My name is Rashana Daniels. Actually, I gotta change this on here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
um, I just got married like a year ago, so yeah. Um, I own a business, a travel business. I've been a travel agent for going on 9 years. It'll be April 30th. It'll be 9 years. I've been a travel agent. My business is called Beautiful Vacations. You guys can look me up on Instagram. You can look me up on Facebook. Primarily, that's where I'm at, and TikTok. I do specialize in group cruises, and anything and everything, all groups. So whatever you need as far as travel and everything like that, I'm your girl. I'm your go-to. I also help people get their business started. So yeah, I'm a wife. I have 3 children. I just had a baby girl.
Yes, we finally got us a girl.
Yes, I just had a baby girl 6 weeks ago. And I
Yes,
have
she's still fresh.
two, yes, I have two preteen boys. So
Oof.
my house is pretty busy.
Girl, you sound like me, cause baby, I don't know what I'm doing over here. I got a teenager and a preteen, and then these three boys over. Yeah, I'm all over the place. I can't take. I can't take.
Yes.
It's just too much going on. Too much energy for me.
Oh my God, girl. I needed me a girl to balance out the testosterone because I was just like, ooh, too much.
And meanwhile, my kids over here like have another baby. The oldest one, the only one, like no, don't do that. Don't
Mm,
do no shit like that. Don't do
no, don't do
it,
it
baby.
because let me tell you something. Having preteens and then it's going straight backwards to the infant stage, you be in the twilight zone. I was like, And then your body is so different now
Mm-hmm.
because I had my first two boys, I had them at 21 and 22. So now at 33, I'm like, girl, I feel like my body done got hit by a semi. Like I can't do it. It is a
Baby,
lot.
I keep
It's
saying
a
it. I'll be
lot.
like, I want another baby, but I'm like, you know what? At this point, if I decide I want another one, adoption will be it because who? Not me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's hard. The older you get, the harder it is to carry. It's
yeah.
hard. Like my hips are still hurting and my back still hurts. It hurts. So it didn't take this long with my first two, but I'm still
Ooh,
hurting
yep.
from
Thank you for scaring me. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
that.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Oh, okay. So we're gonna jump right in and get to our first little topic. So I've been I'm a social media head. I stay on Facebook. I share shit all day long. I just scroll. And I kind of use it as my way of looking into the world from my point of view, just seeing what's going on out there, what are people talking about, and coming across this conversation of intimacy versus sex. It was shocking to me, but at the same time I guess not, because I kind of already figured like men really aren't aware that women have different responses to intimacy versus sex.
Hmm. Hmm.
So my biggest thing is really trying to help us all come in and understand each other a little bit more. That's why I love
Hmm.
talking to men and I love talking to women, because I want to hear the different perspectives. Um, so could you guys give me your definition of what intimacy looks like versus just the sex?
Um, well, I'm married, so I'm gonna speak from a married perspective. That's the
Yes,
only perspective I can speak from.
yes, ma'am.
I think for intimacy for me, especially as a married woman, would look it looks like it's a lot of conversation. For me, like I feel like I don't think I think I saw a statistic floating around out there on Facebook or somewhere, or it may have been on TikTok or whatever. I don't know. I can't remember what social media outlet it was, but
You be like
it
me.
kind of it hinted at the point that during a relationship, people only spend like 15 minutes out of the entire week talking to their partner about something that is not pertaining to bills and stuff to make a relationship or a house run. And
Mm-hmm.
it just made me think about it. I was like, dang, so intimacy would be to me, we're not talking about the bills, we're not talking about the household, like we are talking about our relationship, our dynamic, and like it's just a me and you thing. Like, ask me how my day was, or is there something I can improve on in a relationship? How do you feel about how things are going, even in a marriage? Like, it's still important to have that. Another form is like I just had a baby, so obviously I'm not going to be outside like that partying while I'm doing my 6 week postpartum trying to heal. But my wedding anniversary just passed on the 15th of January,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get outside to go to the show. I had caught mastitis. It was a whole thing.
Oh,
So I was sick. So I really couldn't go outside anyway. So I took the time to set up an in date night in the house. So I chat GPT some little questions, to help us get to know each other. I was like, I already know my husband. I don't need to do this, but we're gonna do this game anyway.
yep.
And I set up we did I looked up some things on TikTok that people do for date nights inside the house. We did a little we I bought canvases for us to do like hand paint or whatever. It
Mm-hmm.
turned out so cute. And then I had bought some canvases for a sipping paint inside. But we were so tired that we didn't even get to the sipping paint. So we just did the questions and the activities. Oh yeah, and we did like a little game where you had to it was like a pick a pick a cup up and we had shots underneath the cup. So whoever drunk up all their shots lost the game. And whoever had the most shots at the end won. Well, we had fun, but that's my level of intimacy. And the questions were good too because actually I it was some things about my husband that I didn't know. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that's how you felt, or
Okay.
I didn't know that's what you thought. You know what I'm saying? So I think stuff like that creates intimacy for the sex.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if you don't know how to have that intimacy without sex, then you may be in trouble.
Yes. And look, it's so crazy because I seen this, and I actually think that was this morning that I seen this post, and it was just like this lady was talking about how her and her husband, when they come home, it's like their routine to shower together. Like it don't even be sexual, it don't be nothing. It's just the point of them being in solitude together for that moment and just having that piece of really just paying attention to each other, even just standing in the shower hugging just to, be on
Yeah.
board. So I'm just, me being a single girl, I'm realizing that these men out here don't know intimacy at all. And me, I don't want the sex. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm over here like, can we have something else? Is there anything else that you have to offer? Like, what else is it anything else in that box? Nothing else?
I I will say that when I was single and I was um in my husband's presence, we were friends first.
Mm-hmm.
I was adamant on that, and he was adamant on that as well. And I mean, straight up friends. And hear me out. Now, the girlies that watch this, they may be like, "Oh, well, sis, I ain't doing that." But I'm gonna tell you now. Now I'm married, so I'm gonna tell you what I did. And this is not an end all be all. This may not work for everybody. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying this don't work for you. This is what worked for me. I what we did was because we've been knowing each other for almost a decade,
Oh
but we
wow.
really didn't start interacting with each other until like maybe 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when I say strictly friends, and I mean just that, I don't mean um friends and we got a little bit of this, little bit of that going on. I'm not talking about that. And then when we just decided to start dating each other, the wife and the husband duties were not present. Meaning, I'm a travel agent, so I travel all the time. I do
Mm-hmm.
not want you to take me out to impress me with no trip or nothing like that because I do it all the time. I'm tired of
Mm-hmm.
that, right? So there was nothing that he could do on that aspect to impress me because I do it for myself already. See, ladies, this is why it's important for you to do for
Date
yourself.
yourself. Yes. Yes, I'm so strong on. I just told a man this. I met this man over the weekend while I was outside, and I told him, I'm like, I'm in a process of looking for me a car right now. I say, but I'm being a brat because I want what I want because I
Hmm.
get it for myself. And I had to tell him like, so don't think you gonna come around here slacking because Big Mama handles her shit.
Right, right,
So don't think you
exactly.
gonna come around here and not do above what I do for myself. I can't do that. I can't. Mm-mm.
Yeah. There was no trips. I really just want to, hey, can we smoke a little something and chill? That's the type of time I was on.
Yep.
I didn't want him to take me out nowhere. I'm tired. I was tired of that. I didn't want to. I didn't want him to spend money on food. Ladies, do not get caught up in the, you know,
Baby, the
girls. They
Cake
be. They,
Factory, they kill me.
I just don't get caught up. What I'm trying to say, basically in a nutshell, don't get caught up in what when you're dating a guy. I feel like you shouldn't get caught up on um materialistic things, right? Because if y'all are having that intimacy that don't require the sex, if you take the sex away and you're having the correct intimacy that you
Yep.
should be having while dating, you're gonna learn this stuff about him anyway through conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
if you're just worried about, oh, is he gonna take me to Ruth Chris? If he is he gonna take, if you're only worried about what this man pockets is gonna do for you, then you may not be ready. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not. That's not how you do it. Once the marriage was solidified, once I went to the, because I didn't want to have no big wedding. I just want the courthouse or whatever. But once we went and tied that knot, that's when all the marital stuff started happening. Okay, I need this bill paid, this, you know what I'm saying, what we doing, XYZ, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like when it comes to intimacy, that stuff is important. I also feel like that's what's wrong with dating world today because
Oh,
there's no intimacy. It's
yep.
just straight up sex. And it's sex, and then what kind of money do you have and what can you do for me? Now, I'm not saying money is not a factor in relationships and marriage. I'm not saying that. But starting off in your dating and just getting to know somebody, get to know a person
Mm-hmm.
outside of their pocket. Because
That's
everybody should have a job.
that's me. I'm the person we can meet at the park, have us a little coffee, sit and have
Yep.
a little picnic, little stuff like that. I think I was just talking to one of my male friends and I just told him, I said, I'm the type of woman that if a man asks me out on a date and I really don't know his intentions, by the time that date is over, if it come to it that I really wasn't feeling the vibe, baby, I will pay for my own meal and leave. Just because
I
don't feel no type of way, don't expect nothing. We ain't even got to communicate after this. If it wasn't what I wanted, baby, you ain't waste your money. We ain't waste no time. This was an experience. Let's just part ways. I'm really, that person because I just don't feel like you owe me anything. You don't owe me
yeah.
nothing. I don't owe you nothing. And I hate that men even are able to argue like, oh, women just want to use us for our money. They just want to get a meal.
No.
What? I can cook at
Mm-mm.
home if I wanted to. I mean, I let's talk about it. I really probably had to pay a babysitter to even come out with you. I didn't had to find me a new dress because I'm a mama, so I really ain't got nothing to be wearing out on no dates. Like, imagine how much I'm coming out of my pocket to even take this opportunity to give to you. That don't even make
Right.
sense, sir.
Right, right.
But
I have a
it's
word
just
for people. Those type of men, girl, I call them ballerinas. That's what I
baby,
call
when
them.
I tell you this dating world is crazy, it's so crazy out here. And I'm just looking at everybody like, are y'all not scared with everything that's going on? Y'all not scared that they gonna create a new disease and just throw it out here on y'all, and y'all just gonna be passing it around? Y'all not fearful of that? Cause I'm fearful. I'm not gonna hurt you. I am scared. Okay. Mm-mm.
It's rough. It is rough. I can only. I'm so glad I am marked safe.
Baby, okay. Say I done
It
marked
is
myself
rough.
safe in this storm. Cause what?
It's rough. It's
It's
rough.
this is like a level 5 hurricane, okay, out here. This is treacherous. And I'm just really in a spot where it's just like, I'm like you. I don't want to have sex. I don't want you to feel like you're required to do nothing for me. Be my friend. Can we build that friendship, that solid foundation? I feel like I told my ex husband this. I said, if we take the sex out of our relationship, what do we have? It should still be something there if we take the sex away.
Your partner should be your homie. My husband is my homie. That's hell, he was my homie before marriage. That was the homie. Like I'm calling him about any and everything. That was the
Man,
homie.
because that's how it's supposed to be. One, be my friend. If you could be a dependable friend, I know I can depend on you already. So that's not going to be a question in my mind once we take this a step farther. Like people just don't understand that, and I don't know what it is. I'm with everybody else. This microwave generation is crazy.
Yeah,
It's
and the thing about it is that when you do use that intimacy the way it's supposed to be used, the men, I'm gonna say the men,
mm-hmm.
not all men, the men that your intimacy is like that with, they're gonna do anyway, naturally.
Yep,
So
because they're
you ain't
feeling
even
that
you
connection the same way.
yeah, you ain't even gotta press him about anything. He's gonna trust me. That he
And
gonna do just off of the. I've never had to ask anybody for anything. I've never had to do that. It's a you. It's like an unspoken rule. That's what it is. You already know how I'm coming. Don't play in my face. You know
Man,
what it is.
please, please, and thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't do that. Don't come. I just seen somebody post something and say, "Don't be out here living double lives and be broke in the one that I'm in." I said, you know,
Well,
I said you ain't lying, cause baby, don't come over here with that. I don't want to hear it. You been out kicking it all day. Now spend that same money that you was just spending.
right, right, right. Girl.
So now let's get to the sex part because we're parents, we're women, especially with pregnancy, your body changes, everything. How is
Hmm.
that affecting your mental? How is that affecting your intimacy with yourself? You would say.
My sex life.
I mean, not so much as a sex life, but everything combined is just life in general of being a woman and just having a baby and how that's all. How are you balancing it all right now?
Okay, so this is my 6 weeks postpartum. I still gotta go to the
Oh, you
doctor
about
to
ready
get.
to get cracking?
Actually, after having a baby, I'm scared because my hips still hurt. They hurt. Because I don't think people understand, especially men and women get it if you don't have children. But y'all, our hips literally dislocate to lodge out a
Ooh,
child. They
yeah.
come out of place. So for some women, they it immediately bounces back about 6 weeks. Some it takes 2 to 3 months. Some people even take up to a year,
Mm-hmm.
for that joint to pop back in from childbirth. Um, my mental has definitely been affected. I'm definitely going through postpartum depression here and there. Um, I think the other day, like maybe 2 3 days ago, was the first time in a long time that I was able to, put a little something on my face and, do my hair and stuff like that. Because after having a newborn baby, it takes a while to get yourself back to the way, because you're relearning and
Yeah,
you're learning this new person, and then you got all these emotions, then you got to relearn yourself, and it's like a whole discovery period too.
man.
um but yeah, like it's been a challenge. And then I breastfeed on top of that. And breastfeeding is a whole mental gymnastics in itself. It's very hard.
That last one I went for 3 years.
Yeah, it's hard to breastfeed. Once you get it going, though, you can get it going. But
Mm-hmm.
it's very, very hard because you think you're not doing enough, and all this stuff. So it's hard. Um, but it intimacy wise, uh, when you got a newborn, it's hard to find time for that. It is. I'm not gonna lie, because the baby is new and breastfeeding don't make it no better because they always got to be on you. Um, so it's definitely not a walk in the park. I definitely have to schedule some time for intimacy and sex even. So intimacy with myself has just been hard just because it's your day just can get away from you with a newborn. It can. Like, I remember when she was first born and I came home, baby, I was discharged 2 days after and came home, and I ain't had no baby in almost 13 years. So I'm just like, what the hell am I doing? Um, but I was so focused on trying to breastfeed, I used to forget to eat, feed myself. I ain't did my hair in a week. Even though I got locks, you still gotta do something to get it. Um, I hadn't did my locks in weeks. Um, I had a retwist. I had her in January, and I had a retwist in December. It's like I didn't even retwist my hair because I was on prenatals and they grew my hair so
Just growing.
fast. And I'm just like, yeah, I just did my hair. So I'm finally 6 week mark. I'm finally getting back to Rashana. Like, whoever this is
Yeah.
still
New version.
developing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's been a challenge because it's some days I don't feel like doing nothing, and then another day I feel like I'm superhuman. Oh, I can do all this stuff, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's it's been a challenge. I can't say that. So it has affected my intimacy with self,
Yeah.
because I'm still trying to find my way with this new addition.
Oh,
Um, so I'm still trying to find that. It's definitely affecting my relationship a little bit. But because we have intimacy before the sex,
mm-hmm.
it's not that much affected because
Mm-hmm.
we can still connect.
Yeah. And that's really what that's what people don't understand. That's where that intimacy comes in at, because I could stop liking to have sex with you. Sex might not just even be my thing at that time. So if we have that level of intimacy, we can always come back together and connect some way,
Hmm.
somehow, if the sex is not there at the moment. And that's what people fail to realize. And I think that's why a lot of marriages fail. So
Yes.
speaking from my own experience, I think that's where my marriage failed at, because I was just so I got to a point where I was over it with my ex husband, because it was just like I'm the bookworm, and I want to try everything, and I love love. So when it comes to us, I want to spend that time together, and we'll spend time together. But you want to spend time, and we ain't doing nothing. But you sitting here playing a game, and I'm sitting here watching you or studying. No, I want to sit here. I want to ask questions. I want to pick your brain. I want to make plans. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I just felt like he wasn't open to it. Like he'd be like, "Yeah, we can do it," but then when it comes down to doing it, you giving me half-ass effort. And what is this? I'm not taking that. I don't want it. So
Right.
I think that's pretty much why my relationship failed. And when I checked out of it mentally, the emotions followed right behind shortly after. So it was just like not having that common ground that I thought we had, because I thought we were there. I thought we had it, but I guess I was growing, and the intimacy didn't grow with me. So, it takes two to tango.
Yeah. My first marriage, that's what happened too. And then people don't also talk about, there wasn't no intimacy there. But a lot of times we can be honest and say a lot of us get married because we trauma bonded.
Oh, for sure.
We trauma
Baby,
bonded. We going through the same thing, so we must like each other, so we must be compatible. And then when you get there, you find out
I
the
see why the
compat.
hell you going through what you going through.
Because sometimes compatibility can get you in trouble.
Oh, yes.
Because that ain't who you supposed to be with, you
Yep.
know. So like, and then because that's what we bonded on, the intimacy was never there.
Yep. I feel like that was another big thing in my last relationship, is it was a lot of trauma there. And I feel like it was more so I came in showing my trauma, and he kind of hid his, but I knew it was there. So we still connected off of it. But he fed off of my trauma, whereas I was trying to heal you. So, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
Yep.
usually how it goes. Sometimes we find compatibility, and the compatibility be on the wrong stuff. Like you
Yep.
can't. In my experience, I'm not gonna say it's for everybody, but in my experience, I can't connect with somebody, and all we got a connection with is on trauma. Because I mean, if you never heal from that, and I have, then what happens?
Baby, look, I'm so damn funny. The first guy I dated after I left my ex husband, me and this guy dated for like 2 months. It wasn't even a full 2 months. And his mom had passed while we were dating the day before his birthday. We found her together in their house, passed away in her bedroom.
Mm,
When I tell you trauma, that shit scared me. Okay. I was already going through it with my ex, and we were still going through our thing, and he was there, he was supportive. And I'm just like, okay, now what the fuck do I do? Because I don't want to just fall into a relationship. Like, we was cool, we was kicking it, we was hanging out. I ain't just want to fall into a relationship because now we both going through some shit mentally, and I was here for you in the most vulnerable time of your life. So I kind of separated myself from this man like quick. It wasn't on purpose, but it was on purpose because I'm just like, no, G, I can't. I was so
Right.
scared. I was just like, I cannot trauma bond right now. Like that is not safe for my life.
Right. Oh.
But still to this day, me and this man are really good friends. He ended up going back to his ex girlfriend, and that's a trauma bond all in itself. But it's just like at that time, I just knew I couldn't do it. I couldn't let that be the reason why we decided to, coexist in each other's world continuously at that moment. I'm just like, yeah, this ain't for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We just went
That's
through a lot of
crazy.
shit together in less than 3 months, but that
Girl.
so scary for me. He was like, after the fact that we talk about it, he was like, "You've never seen a dead body?" I said, "Outside of a funeral home? No." And I've been in healthcare all my life. None of my patients have died on me at work. Okay.
Oh wow.
None of them until
Wow.
last year. Last year was my first time ever experiencing my patients passing away on me, and I'm at work. So, yeah, I had never seen a dead body outside of a funeral home.
That's crazy.
Girl, when I tell you, God knew, don't put me in no situation like that. I can't handle it.
Yeah, my first one I broke down, honey. I lost it. I had to go
Yeah,
home that day.
yeah, I couldn't handle nothing like that. I think the only person I probably watched like in their moments of passing was my great aunt. And even the day that she passed away at home, I wasn't there that day. But I was helping my mom take care of her up until. So it was like, I was watching her go through the process. But to see it, yeah, no, I hadn't experienced it yet. So that fucked me up for real. I had to call my mama. I'm crying on the phone like, I love you so much. I'm sorry. Like, I was
Oh
just
my
so
gosh.
traumatized.
Lord have mercy.
I was so traumatized. Like, this is this man's mother. Like, oh my God. This shit, it fucked me up. I have never experienced no shit like that in my life. And never
That's
in my life.
crazy.
But that's one thing I do pay attention to now is I don't want to trauma bond. So I'm very eyes wide open when it comes to people. And I just told my friend, I say, look, she say, what do you talk about with these men? I said, I don't talk. I let them talk. Because one, I want you to lead the conversations that we're having so I know what your brain works like. Because I need to see where
Hmm.
this is going. That's the
I
only way
feel
that's the only way I'm gonna understand is, are you a man with a plan, or are you just winging it? Because if you just winging it, you can wing it alone. I don't need to be a part of your journey while you winging it. Come talk to me when you got it together. Figure out where you want to go. Maybe I decide to tag along.
right. Yeah. 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 Let them talk. Let them do all the
Yes,
talking.
because that's my biggest thing. I'm like, I can't. One, I like to have a mental challenge. I want you to talk to me. I want to see the things that you like because I know what I like. I'm a bookworm. I love everything that could be anything, and that's just me. But I need that man to understand, what he's dealing with when it comes to me because whatever you got, I can come in and make it great all the way around the board. I just need to know you got some shit first.
Right.
And it
Right.
ain't got to be money, but just have some type of foundation for yourself. Because if you don't, where's this going?
True.
Why you
That's
even
so
out here
true.
dating? I think
That's
that's my biggest thing with men right now. It's just like if you don't have a foundation and a plan for yourself, why are you trying to drag a woman along with you? That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. But like you say, a lot of people just out here for sex any dang on way. They ain't trying to be in a relationship. I think that's the biggest thing right now is, oh, we just gonna vibe and see where it go. Who's we?
child.
Who is this? When did you start speaking French? You know French?
The vibe stuff is out the window. I'm not.
Baby,
I'm not doing
I
that.
promise you, if another man tell me he just want to vibe and see where it go, I'm liable to scream because what vibe are you catching? Go to the studio and get you a round of beats or something so you can vibe. I don't know. I'm not the vibe. I don't want it. I don't want it. I just
Not the
don't.
studio.
Girl, You want to vibe? That's your best bet.
I ain't got
Okay,
time to vibe. I got kids and bills.
man. And I ain't trying to ask you to pay them, but wasting my time at this point, I'm finna send you an invoice. You gonna have to get an invoice. You gotta pay for this time you just wasted. I don't understand. So let's get down to the business talk because I'm excited. I got some. You already know I got some trips coming up, and I got to get back with my mama. We got to get an official head count. But what do you have going on this year that you feel like will make your business grow? What do you have in the works for that?
So I'm glad that you asked that question because I have a business coach, so I've been having her for like 4 or 5 years.
I might need her
Um,
information. I need one so bad.
yeah, she gonna keep you on track, baby. She don't play no games. So
Good.
I do have a webinar that I'm going to be doing. I've been doing this for almost a decade. It's time for me to get into a big
Up
dog
your game. Mm-hmm.
status.
Ma'am.
So I'm going to be doing a webinar, and it's going to be centered around people that want to become travel agents, um, how to do it the correct way. That's what it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be. It's going to be about that. I'm in the process of creating that. I'm going to be launching it next month.
Okay.
So I'm going to give myself like 30 days to get it all built out and everything. I'm talking it's going to come with freebie content, stuff that you can buy, different things like that. So you're gonna want to be attached to me for that. And I think I'm also going to planning on doing it like once a month,
Okay.
probably. So that's what I have that going. I am going to go. That's going to grow my business for sure. The travel company I'm with, our 10-year anniversary. We hit it this year on January 7th, and we're having a big company convention in Hawaii this year. I've never been to Hawaii. I am ready to go. That's in I believe July, I think, or no, or June. I can't remember. I gotta look at the dates. But yeah, so I'm gonna be out there for a whole week. You best believe I'm gonna be filming content, everything. I'm gonna try to go over and see if I can go on the Jurassic Park tour because you know Jurassic Park was shot in Hawaii on one
Mm-hmm.
of the islands. So I'm gonna try to see if I can do that because that's one of my dreams is to go on a little tour and actually go to the spot where the dinosaurs were out roaming when you first like the first parts of the movie where they're seeing them and all surprised how big they are and stuff like that, that piece of land, you know what I'm talking about. um, I can't wait to do that. And then we're probably gonna be giving away a lot of big prizes and stuff this year for travel. And I feel like it's gonna grow my business. In fact, I've never been to Hawaii before. It's gonna be a lot of content that I'm gonna be filming. And this is gonna be the first trip with my daughter. This is gonna be her first big trip.
Okay.
So my plan is to, since I now have a newborn, and I travel with my boys too when they were young. Um, but I get to take her along, and she gets to be a part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
So little vlogs. I might have a YouTube channel
Okay.
coming for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so just being able to grow with my daughter, and she can kind of get used to the traveling world a little bit. Get used to that. And yeah, those are the main. And then I have a boot camp that I help do. I do that every year. If you've been following me, y'all need to get up with me. But we got
Yes.
a boot camp, another boot camp coming close more closer to the end of the year in October. I'm excited for that because agents from like people be coming from like 10 states. And I'm talking about all the way from the east to the west,
Oh
like
wow.
Florida being a building, Cali being a building, Vegas, everybody.
Okay.
So we hosted in St. Louis every year. I'm excited. Last year I was on the panel to speak. So I'm excited what we're gonna do this year. We be having suppliers roll through and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. I'm glad I'm not pregnant anymore because now I can get outside and move around. So
Okay. Because
yeah.
pregnant brain and pregnant body slows you down so much.
Listen, I was supposed to be in Vegas. I think it was November. I was supposed to be in Vegas. We supposed to go to see the Raiders play, and I said, like I had contractions. I was 6 months in, and I had contractions that threw me in the hospital. I said, yeah, I'm not going nowhere. So
Mm-mm.
yeah. So hopefully we can do a repeat. Oh, and I'm in connection with the NFL a little bit, and so I'm going to be doing a lot of volunteer work with them at the stadium.
Okay.
So I might be bopping around to Ohio, Vegas, stuff like that, and hopefully my ultimate goal is to get to the Super Bowl this time around, so I can volunteer at the Super Bowl. So
Oh
yeah,
yeah. That's what we need. Look,
yeah, yes, girl, ready for
man, you ain't gotta
it.
tell me because I definitely. When was the last time I went on a vacation?
Now, if you got to think about it, too
Yeah, because I was
long.
supposed to go to Thailand and end up moving out here. That's what made me not take that trip because I moved out here and I didn't have it to go take the kids home and then go on my trip and actually,
Hmm.
mentally be okay. So I'm like, I ain't got nobody to watch my kids in Arizona. We have no family out here.
Right, I feel you, girl. It be like that.
We have no family out here. So I definitely got to get out the country this year because I want to take the kids out the country at some point. So
Hmm.
I got to get out. I've been thinking about moving out the country. So I definitely got to get out and explore.
A lot of people been doing that. I saw somebody move to Bali, something like that recently. Yeah, so people been moving.
Between there and Thailand, I've been hearing very, very good things.
Yeah, Thailand and Bali is where people been going.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's where they been going. They said, we finna get up out of
Yeah,
here.
those two spots are on my list. Okay, list. So if I got any listeners in either one, go ahead and send me some information on the country so I can get my life together. Cause baby,
Okay.
the way this president we got is going, I'm trying to hop the ship right now. Get me out of here.
Look, okay.
Get me
Be
out of here. 'Cause
fun.
this man is crazy, 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 crazy. So how did your business help you heal? Like I know you say you started it 9 years ago, and I know then you were going through a lot. So how was that like really, really helpful for you?
so that's crazy that you asked that because whew, I got my kids taken by state because I was in a abusive relationship, a domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if y'all anybody going through domestic violence, make sure y'all report it.
Baby,
Report that.
man.
Seriously, like get out because people lose their lives and I almost lost mine. Um, get out. I had to go to see a therapist and then I had to see a psychiatrist. I know a lot of people interchange the two, but they are not the same, very different. Um, therapist is there to help you work through your stuff. A psychiatrist is there to assess your mental health. So I had to see both because they was both messed up. And my assignment, I didn't want to take any meds because they try to put you on meds. They diagnosed me with PTSD, insomnia, depression, um, and it was an anxiety. So I had all four of those, but I didn't want to be on any medication. So I wouldn't come out the house for months. My sister used to come out and knock on the door because they took my kids away. So it wasn't no outside for me. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
going to work. I wasn't doing anything. Um, the caseworker would come by, and I didn't want to see her either. So I eventually went to my therapy appointment, uh, and I told her I didn't want to be on any medication. And she said, "Well, you have to do something um, to keep you from self-destructing because you're not getting outside, you're not doing anything fun or anything to get your mind off stuff." And she said, "Well, what do you like to do since you don't want to be on any meds?" I said, "I like to travel." And at this point, I had started the travel business already, but I wasn't taking it serious, like as far as booking trips for other people to get money. I really was just doing it because they said it was a perk to it. So I just was leisurely doing stuff. Um, and so I said, I like to travel. She said, well, you need to take a trip every month.
Hmm.
So that's what I was doing, and I didn't have any children, so because they was in state custody.
Yeah.
So I went, and it just never stopped. So with seeing the world outside of where you currently live at is healing in itself because you learn so much about others, you learn so much about other people's culture, and then I feel like traveling alone, doing it solo, you learn so much about yourself, what you like and what you don't like. And I'm talking about completely alone, not a man, not a woman with you, not no kids. You can take your time going somewhere. You can take your time sleeping in if that's what you want to do. Nobody's rushing you, nobody's telling you what to do. You can set up your own itineraries and you can learn if you like a busy city, if you like peace and quiet, what destinations you like, if you like to journal, what hobbies you like, because you get all this time to yourself to spend with yourself. And a lot of people don't do that. They always got to have, oh, I see it all the time when I book travel. I'm waiting on my friend to go. Why are you waiting on somebody else? Why are you waiting on somebody else to go somewhere? I even had somebody want to book a birthday trip with me, and she didn't go on her own birthday trip because the itinerary and budget didn't fit her friend's budget. Blew me out of the water. I was like, okay, so
Int-
yeah, I was like, okay, girl. So yeah, that's how it helped me heal, and then I started booking trips for others that had the same things going on, and then the trips just started getting bigger and bigger. So then I just started like being known for, oh, that's the girl that, like, literally, like I'm not known for nothing else but that. Like I have people that have lost my Facebook information and contact information and finally found me. Like I had a few people last week that said, girl, I've been trying to find you forever. I lost my social media account and got another one back, and girl, I need to go here. That's how that they remember me by. They remember me by, that's the girl that does the travel stuff.
hmm
Yeah. So they ain't gonna know me by nothing else but that. But that's how it helped me heal.
What you
Really.
say? That's fine. Y'all can know me for that exactly. That's what I want y'all to know.
Yeah, but it was a tough time in the middle of all that. I had got an award in 2018. I had to walk across stage and get my gold award. It was a lot happening, success. It was a lot of success happening at the same time that I was going through stuff. And if you've been here a while for the whole ride, you know what happened.
Yeah.
But in a nutshell, yeah, like I had to literally. A lot of people can't keep working their business and go through that type of pain and trauma. I'm the type of person where I got to keep working on something because if not, I'm gonna lose it. You know.
Yeah.
So.
That was me. Because I went through the same thing with my ex husband, and that's how I ended up in Arizona. When I finally left him, I was just like, yeah, I gotta leave the state because I knew one thing. I didn't want to leave, and I can explain for my life why I didn't want to leave. Even going through everything I was going through, that man really had a hold on me. So me leaving the state was like the best thing. Taking the kids and just going because I knew I was still gonna have to co-parent, but the way he was
Hmm.
gonna try to co-parent with me being in state, I mentally couldn't handle it. I knew I was gonna spaz. All I was seeing was red. I said, Lord Jesus, I don't want to go to jail because I know, nah, just let me go. Just let me walk away peacefully. I got my life. I got my kids. Just let it go. So since I've been here, when I tell you everything has been amazing, I even through
Oh,
my trials since I've been here, it's just like, what? Who gonna stop me? You can't.
right, right,
You
yeah.
can't. Like my confidence level is completely different now. Like the way I walk and talk is completely different now. So I definitely understand that because that's how I am right now. I just launched my consulting company so that now I help people who don't have the time to start and legalize their businesses. I get all your back office paperwork done. So if y'all need me legalizing anything, my fees do include your startup costs. So, it ain't no extra money. It's all included in one. Y'all come on and see me. But I've been doing that for a couple weeks, and I actually got two clients. And one of my clients, he shoot done convinced his whole family, like, hey, she gonna do all our back office paperwork. So at this point, I'm like on call for a whole family for business. So I'm in love with this at this point because I just one, I like talking to people and then getting to know why you starting your business and helping you legalize everything and get your business plan done. Everything y'all need to start up. I love that. That's how my brain works. So that works for me because it's my passion. I don't have nothing else to do. I've been at home since August, not working. So yeah, I'm enjoying it now. I'm
That's awesome, girl. I didn't even know you had that going on. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've been babying it. I've been babying it. I'm trying to get everything together so I can push it. This social media, I need a social media manager is what I need too on top of this business coach. So yeah. When I tell you, I'm sitting up here like, all right, making sure I write down everything I need. And that's why I say, yeah, I'm gonna need your business coach information because baby, I've been looking. I've been looking.
Yeah, you got to be careful with these business coaches 'cause everybody ain't what they appear to be.
Baby,
So,
I think I just made a post about it the other day. Like I'm looking for a life coach because I had a life coach like maybe the year I decided to leave my ex husband. I had a life coach earlier that year, and that was like the most amazing thing I think I could have did for myself was having somebody because I couldn't find a therapist that I actually wanted to, that actually fit then. So I'm just like, all right, let me try something else. So found me a life coach and she was great. But other than that, baby, I'm like, I need to get back together because now I need somebody to help me rein in on all these businesses because I got my nonprofit, the podcast, and this dang on business on top of the kids. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, and I'm trying not to. So I'm like, mm-mm. But, what else I want to see? I'm over here. I've been glancing at this outline, trying to see where we going.
hmm
It's been what's today? Today's the 10th.
hmm
February has been an interesting month so far. It's been very, very interesting. Very, very interesting.
yes,
Um, all my black women, okay, y'all know it's Black History Month, and I'm big on us supporting each other. So I definitely need y'all to go and follow my good sis on Facebook, TikTok, all her socials, because we definitely need to be planning some group trips, okay? Because I think I'm about to somehow start me in a little international group of women that I want to hang with because I really don't have no friends. I don't be having no friends, so I need to be meeting up, kicking it, okay, out of state, out the country.
yes, and I do want while we on the subject of traveling, group trips, you guys are made for people that don't have anyone to go with.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to travel with somebody and you don't have somebody, I cannot express this enough. So take a group trip and meet new people. Meet new people. Forget the people you know. Go meet some new ones. I did it and I met some new ones and one of them are my travel agent. And she makes a lot of money in travel now because that's all she knew is travel. So group trips are intended for you to go along, get an experience, okay, and meet new people at the same time and make friends because the people that are already on the same group that you're on, they have the same interests.
Mm-hmm.
That's why y'all are on the trip
Yep.
because you have the same exact interests. Don't downplay group trips. They are a lot more cheaper, affordable than just going at it alone. Get inside somebody's group trip.
Yes.
So because
I'm
it's more
scary. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I ain't traveled alone. I'm scared. I'm small as hell. God damn it. These people done tried to kidnap my ass in Arizona. So I'm definitely scared to go anywhere else by myself.
yeah, get if you go on a group trip, just make sure there's a tour guide. That's the question you should always have. Like, is there somebody showing us around that is vetted? And typically my group trips the tour guides are they work for the company that I book with,
Okay.
and I've been having those relationships for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you just make sure you do that because the tour guides make sure that you stay within
The
destinations. Like you're
yeah.
not, yeah, you're not going way to, like, if we're in Mexico, you're gonna stay in Cancun. We're not going to Chihuahua where the cartel is. Okay,
Okay.
we're not going over there. You know what I'm saying? So, they stay within destination, close to the ports. However you getting there, whatever. They stay within tourist areas, not going to Chihuahua where you over there finna get got
Okay. They
because
finna
you
head
just
and keep you and shit.
right.
Not trying to get kept by the cartel, god damn it.
Yeah, like no, yeah. So if you think it's unfamiliar and you think it's unsafe, 9 times out of 10 it is. So just stick with the group.
For sure. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and drop your socials and everything. That way you can take your time and give them. We got about 3 minutes left, but you can take your time, give them all the information they need to follow you on everything, and whatever else you got coming up as far as trips and everything.
Okay, so do you want me to drop that on
However
the
you want to do
chat?
it. No, you can tell
Oh,
them.
okay.
Tell them.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Rashana Daniels. You can hashtag me at the bougie, BOUGIEE travel agent. And every start of a word is capitalized. So capital T, capital B, capital T, capital A. So you can find me there. You can also find me on TikTok at the Bougie Travel Agent. You can also find me on Instagram, Rashana Daniels at the Bougie Travel Agent. So those are the main socials that I am on. You can also follow my business page on Facebook at Beautiful Vacations. Um, my website is beautiful-vacations.com. You guys can message me. I'm friendly. I talk back. You better have your money together if you want to book a trip because I don't play
Okay.
no
Look,
games.
and no free quotes. No free quotes.
None. None. I am not the free. I'm not, y'all. I'm not, I'm not that. I'm not that.
That's
Please.
time and energy, baby. Time and energy.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm the
Hi,
hairstylist.
Nicole.
Come with your deposit, baby. Or you
Okay.
could simply you could simply just avoid the quote form, just come with your money and we can book it. You can do that too, but
Yep.
nothing's free. We're not
Yep.
doing that.
And look, make sure y'all touch base with my girl because we gonna have some stuff coming up by the middle of this year for sure. I want to at least do a group trip by the end of the year. So I'm gonna have some stuff put together, and my baby here is gonna do it for us. So ladies, get y'all bags ready, okay? Because I'm trying to. Yes, Nicole, you definitely gotta catch the replay because we gave some gems. Okay, life be lifing for us all. It's all right. But we are definitely gonna have a trip planned by the end of the year. Okay, y'all know me. I fuck around and make this a retreat or some shit. So, ooh, matter of fact, now that I just said, now
We can,
that
you
I
know
just
what
said
sounds
that,
good, and I didn't put it out because something told me not to in my spirit. Because I need a host for this. I've had an idea to do a waiting to exhale trip in Arizona. Yes, I got the whole itinerary in my phone, and I just was like, God, I don't think this is the right time for that.
baby, yes, it is because I wanted to do a waiting to exhale party. So you could come on, we could plan it,
Because
and I
it's gonna be in Phoenix,
yes, ma'am.
and
That's
I already have the resort and everything. It's spas, dinner meetups, and sitting around the fire with the same talk. Healing talk, wife talk,
yes.
girl,
Yep.
relationship
Look, we're
talk.
gonna talk about this. We definitely gonna get this planned. Okay. Y'all hear it. Y'all heard it here first. We're having a waiting to exhale retreat in Phoenix. So y'all better tap in, get it together, and catch me here next week on Simply Complicated Chats. I love you guys. You can stay, babe. He gonna put you in the back.